should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Opening play, and Goff wants to pass it. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just...
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. They've got his man complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. From the gun, here's Goff. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
3rd down and 15.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. Here we go on 4th. Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Williams, a man in motion right. It's Eckler again. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, but now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll try the air now with Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
A give, Eckler running to the right. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's got room. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown. Gerald Everett, 40 yards. And the Chargers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
On that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit. They're in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Goff. He's got this complete to Williams. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit. That's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they work this out past the 25. Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Eckler, they run left side. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a toss running left, Eckler. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I'd have to say that was a pretty darn good run right there. They had 8 in the box, still able to burn them. They've got to consider themselves lucky they only gave up a first down and not a touchdown.
Once more, here's Eckler. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz. Stage to perfection. That time is a second for a loss of 6.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there. Saying not so fast to a good drive. Didn't march to the end zone the last time out.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
They snap it to Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And they will get the 1st down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a 1st down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say you punt the football there.
So we're changing the analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them. And really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 2nd and 9, Herbert, pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
A 10-yard loss on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Herbert now. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before the break for Herbert. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for the Chargers.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep the tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by a Fitu Melifonwu. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
These are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
On second down, Swift. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. This is Swift on the counter. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Ask them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 30 yards. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Charger drive about to get going. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Eckler now between the tackles. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Where the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Down to about the 45. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a give running left is Eckler. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
First down, Chargers.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The handoff, it's Eckler. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers.
Austin Eckler in the ball carrier.
Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. 30, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Lions. And that big fourth quarter return, Charles, makes this a 1-score game.
But now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they said a big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for 2? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Charger drive about to get going. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 187 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. It's caught by his running back, Austin Eckler. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. On the give, this is Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his second touchdown of the night. And the Chargers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now up to 14.
The score, Chargers 28, Lions 14.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
They're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and